Some of us, like the other day, had some rain to start this morning out, but fortunately it was not as widespread and not quite as heavy as it was going from Thursday night into yesterday morning. Still, doesn't change the fact that for those of you on the Kansas side, you bore the brunt of the heaviest of the rain and thunderstorms from last night and up until about 9 or 10 o'clock this morning. Then that rain pretty much fell apart before it can make it to the western sides of Joplin. So far then, the entire area picked up about 3/4 of an inch of rain for today alone, but the bigger bullseye is back in southwestern parts of Montgomery County, and some rain amounts to compare it: just about 1/10 of an inch in Eureka, 1.5 almost in Yates Center, almost 3 inches in Fredonia. Then you go southwest of Independence, that's where we see 7 to 8 inches in a few spots. So that has led to some aerial flood warnings, but they expired before we jumped on the air about 16 minutes ago. Still, some of the local rivers, the Verdigris and the Neosho, Osage, the Marmaton, and even the flash flood warning, these will continue through tonight and for some of them into the middle of next week. But also note the flash flood watch, northeast Oklahoma, northwest Arkansas. That's because even though we're not seeing a lot on the radar right now in terms of much of the area, we're keeping an eye on our southern counties back near the Kansas-Oklahoma border and south of I-44. We can see some developing showers and even a couple of storms around Oswego, north of Quapaw and Commerce, western shores of Grand Lake, and some heavier storms once you hop south of Rogers and Bentonville. We're expecting that activity to fill in as we go through the rest of the evening. In the meantime, though, looks ominous for now at 7th and Rangeline. I'm waiting to see if we can get some radar returns with that. Quite a bit of cloud cover, but we're still dry in Joplin. Warm at 85, feels like 91 though, thanks to a soupy dew point at 72 degrees. Most of us are in the lower to middle 80s right now. You factor in the humidity though, feels like we're near 90 at the top of the 6 o'clock hour. Fortunately, we are going to see temperatures drop off through the overnight from the mid 80s now to 77 by 10, eventually 70 by tomorrow morning because of the cloud cover and the rain chances that we're still waiting to see really blossom here, but any severe weather as well to the east of us in parts of upper New England. In general, though, our setup still shows a front parked right on top of the region and another upper level low developing north of St. Louis. All these factors in play will keep yet another shot for scattered storms, especially in our southern counties as we go from now through much of this evening. Here we are at 10 o'clock and maybe some more developing storms in some of our Missouri counties east of 49. But once we get into the overnight, I'm expecting these rain chances to really calm down, maybe a few isolated showers around Joplin by sunrise. But we'll see lows drop back near 70. We should be dry around lunchtime and maybe a few isolated storms on the Missouri side tomorrow afternoon. But like today, any dry time we get, we'll use that to go from 70 in the morning to 81 by noon, and afternoon highs right around 86. Any rain that we see for tonight into tomorrow morning could result in another, let's say, 1/4 of an inch to 1.5 inches of rainfall, with the heaviest pockets of rain. As this low continues to shift south and west, that will finally get rid of the front. And you can see how we finally start to dry things out as we go through the middle part of next week. So 85 tomorrow, 84 Monday, mid 80s and dry, thankfully, on Tuesday. But we'll go back to 88 on Wednesday. Even with a few storms Thursday, we'll stay near 87. And then back in the lower 90s for the next weekend, Chris.
Say, if we can get through the next few days, I know a lot of places in southeast Kansas need to dry out for a little while.
Boy, we need it, and thankfully it is on the way.
All right, Nick, thank you so much. Danny.